opportunity to give a presentation on the topic of urea cycle. So this is the two-part video. In the first part, we are discussing about the steps of urea, overview of urea cycle and why it is important. And in the second part, we are discussing about the steps of urea cycle and which enzyme involved in which steps of urea cycle. So my name is Abhishek Das. Being in the second year, my ID number is IOT 0.10020, and here is my group members, and they will introduce themselves one by one.
My name is Rupamesh, BMT second year. My ID number 22IOT 0.100.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, guys. My name is Devanashwar. I am from BMT second year. My ID is 22IOT 051001.
My name is Sushila Vishwas. I am from BMT second year. My ID number is 22IOT 0.100.
My name is Urea. My ID is 23 IET 05507.
So for the first thing, what is urea cycle? So urea cycle is the chemical reaction in the body that converts toxic form of waste, that is urea, into less toxic form, that is urea, into, and the urea will be concentrated and converted into urine, and the urine will be excreted out in our body. So there are thousands of reactions occurring in our body, and all these reactions have their byproduct or waste product. So one of these most important very toxic byproduct is ammonia. So for this toxicity, ammonia cannot store in our body in that form, because accumulation of ammonia can damage the cell of every tissue. So to prevent the ammonia, to prevent the damage, ammonia converted into urea, and the urea will be excreted out in our body. So the chemical pathway that converts ammonia into urea with the help of another molecule that is known as carbon dioxide. The chemical pathway known as urea cycle. It simply takes carbon dioxide and ammonia and converted to ammonia will be concentrated and converted to urine, and the urine will be excreted out in our body. So there is a question might become, that is in which region urine cycle is occurring. So the answer for this is urine cycle is occurring in the mitochondria of the every cell, liver cell. Humans produce urea, but in case of birds they do not produce urea, they produce uric acid instead of urea cycle, instead of urine. So in mitochondria there is a two parts, that is matrix and the cytoplasm. So sometimes urea cycle occurs in the matrix of the mitochondria, and sometimes in the cytoplasm of the cytoplasm occurs urea cycle. Now we are discussing about the steps of urea cycle and the enzymes involved in the urea cycle. So urea is the chief nitrogenous waste of every mammal, and nitrogen comes from the breakdown of uric acid and the protein related products. Urea is synthesized by most important vertical excretion of excess nitrogen. So urea cycle occurs in the mitochondria of liver cell with the help of carbonyl phosphate enzyme. So this is the first intermediate of urea cycle. Carbonyl phosphate is synthesized with the help of carbonate ion linked with amine or nitrogen donor. So here is the nitrogen donor is ammonia, and it is the first step of urea cycle, which is catalyzed by carbonyl phosphate synthesis, and it consumes two ammonia, two ATP, to combination of ammonia with carbonate to converted carbonyl phosphate. So carbonyl phosphate is synthesized with ornithine, and it gets citrulline, and the step is catalyzed by ornithine synthase ornithine trans-carbonylase enzyme, and it occurs in the mitochondria. So for the next step, I will hand over to.
So the citrulline will aspirate to form organosuccinate. This reaction is ATP dependent and also yields AMP and pyrophosphate. Once it produces the pyrophosphate, that can be hydrolyzed into inorganic phosphate, and that hydrolysis of pyrophosphate that hydrolysis of pyrophosphate leads to the generation of energy, which helps to direct this reaction to the forward directing. Now this reaction is catalyzed by organosuccinate acid synthesis. So now I will hand over to them.
In this part, the organosuccinate is breakdown into two things that are arginine and fumarate. This process is catalyzed by organosuccinate enzyme. Then fumarate is converted into aspartate. This is not a single state or single converting state. Then fumarate part converted into malate by the hydrolysis. It means the water addition is compulsory by the enzyme of fumarase. Then malate is converted into oxaloacetic state by the enzyme of malate dehydrogenase enzyme. In this state, the NAD plus reduce NADH. Then oxaloacetate is converted into aspartate. Oxaloacetate is converted into aspartate. The oxaloacetate is produced nitrogen substrate. This nitrogen substrate is glutamate. This glutamate is reacted with oxaloacetate and reduce alpha ketone group glutamine by transaminase. Transaminase is used for oxaloacetate to convert aspartate. Next, I will hand over to hospital.
So in the next step is the final step of the urea production. The urea is the step is catalyzed by arginine. It converts arginine to ornithine, which is clear template due to the water hydrolysis. The ornithine is also produces urea. The ornithine is again added as a part of urea and recycling the process of urea cycle. So now the ornithine produces urea. It will be taken inside the mitochondria, and then it will taken the next round of the mitochondria. So the urea cycle is generated and the urea cycle is secreted into the bloodstream. Sequestered by the kidney and the excretion of the version of the urine. This is the overview of the urea cycle and the step of the urea cycle. So I hope you can understand.